Something's fucked up.
I won the first one since no one knew that. We're gonna actually go not with the RCW Heavyweight Championship, with the World Heavyweight, the RWA Championship.
That makes no sense.
Since it is
how did we just start the match?
Does it have a dent in there? No, this is mine. Not good. So this, Sam, you can kiss this goodbye.
All right, apparently the belt is officially changing back to the RWA original world title belts, and this will be the prize.
Now hopefully we can get this match started.
All right, hopefully we are ready to do this. Drawing number 1 and making his way to the ring. You saw him earlier tonight in the 4 Flags match. Also was one of the ones that lost. We know him as the German, or as Engelwolf. And 3 fingers, and he's calling for the gold around his belt. I have trouble believing that that's going to be his belt, considering he's number 1.
It's not even American.
Yes, it's German. Speaking the Deutsch. I'd just like to point out that the Germans rose and fell again. Just so you know. Can't seem to grasp on to the world.
Yes!
And unfortunately, it looks like the next member of this match is none other than Brian Krieger.
Brian Krieger.
I'm as upset and disappointed about this as you are, Jag.
Brian Krieger, number 2. So, Brian Krieger. As we were saying before, multiple personalities. Brian Krieger, strawberry daiquiri. Brian Krieger, strawberry daiquiri.
And J.C. Smalls, special guest referee, has started patting down the competitors in this matchup.
Do we know how much time between eccentric? Is it every 2 minutes?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's...
Every 2 minutes?
I have no idea.
90 seconds.
Apparently the ref says 90 seconds. So
alright, so we're ringing this bell and getting it started.
Ref is called for the bell. Engelwolf's still doing push-ups.
Wolf is clapping his hands while he's doing push-ups.
He's really got a lot of confidence, especially if he's going to go through all 14 of these other men.
He's got a long way before he can actually claim that title. And Brian Krieger calling for the infamous high 10.
Engelwolf's not falling for it.
And apparently getting the low ball. Alright, well, this match is underway. Once again, this will be for the world title. It's a 15-man battle royal. Last man left will be the victor.
And we only know some of the competitors in this matchup. We know obviously Insomnia is going to be there. We know Tony Cairo drew the lucky 15, but everyone else is pretty much going to be a surprise. You got any guesses, Jack?
Personally, I'm surprised that Insomnia wasn't number 1.
Well, that'd be pretty unfair.
I don't know.
He is the returning champion. He affords a few benefits.
I don't know if it's you or
Do you think we're going to see just Jeremy wrestle?
That's a good question. He's been a ref and a cheerleader. Might be a wrestler.
I didn't see him wear a skirt when he was cheerleading. But anyways, let's see Brian Krieger dominate over the German scum here.
Yeah, Krieger's holding his back there.
Well, he did just get drop kicked.
Up.
Right, there sounds like the buzzer.
A horn.
Sounds like the next one will be coming down.
Do you recognize that music, Jack?
No, I can't say I do.
But I recognize that small stature. It's Spike.
Spike. Little Spike.
And no one's been eliminated yet, so this is...
So can we be seeing a 2-on-1 here?
It's basically a triple threat match right now. But
yes,
seem to be teaming up on the German Angel Engelwolf. Brian Krieger looking on as Spike takes it to him.
Brian Krieger is just being a spectator.
Hey man, show that crowd who's fun.
Which, all things considered, is a pretty good strategy. Let your opponents do your work for you.
Yeah, well, hey, when there's 3 men in the ring, it's not too hard to let everyone else do the work.
2 count.
Wow, just coming in there and just trying to take advantage of whoever's laid out.
That's the way you got to do it. A few more people will get just chaos in the ring, Jag.
Brian Krieger's not really doing any of the work. He's just letting everyone else do the work and just watching and trying to get credit for the pinfall.
Well, that might work now with 2 guys.
Apparently,
they focus on each other. But
Brian Krieger thinks he's the smart one here, but he won't be able to be that smart much longer. Momentarily, I think.
Goes for the cover, Jag.
Oh,
here comes another wrestler.
Here comes number 4.
Who's this guy going to be?
I'm not sure.
What the hell? 2 guys.
2 guys.
This doesn't make any sense.
It's Sven and Lars.
Normally wrestlers come to the ring, but they seem to be running around in circles.
I think these are the only wrestlers I've seen in tights.
Meanwhile, Spike seems to be locking in a hold on Engelwolf. Brian Krieger goes for the cover. Where's that ref? 1, 2 count. Lars and Sven haven't even gotten in the ring yet.
Well, you know, maybe since they're both so right that they only count as half person each. That's why they both can be in at the same time.
Maybe they're just half the wrestlers as everyone else.
That could be.
I guess we'll see. JC Smalls seems to be pleading with them to get to the ring.
You suck!
They might not get into the ring until the
whoa, look at this, Jack. Krieger's helping Engelwolf. Oh, man, look at that airtime.
I guess Krieger doesn't care who beats who.
As long as it's not him getting beaten. Speaking of teamwork.
Yeah. Did anyone tell them only one of them can have the belt?
I don't think they care. And again, they're so slender they could probably fit the belt around both their waists.
Good point, BB.
They'll wrap it around both of them. One will be banging the other in the ass.
That's all.
Okay. And
Engelwolf walks off. Did he get pinned?
You suck,
yes, he was pinned.
Oh, it shows how much attention I've been paying to the match.
It could be that it's getting a little chilly out here.
It is.
BB.
I think so. Someone else is,
I think I know whose entrance music that is. Do you?
I do not recall.
Hey, your stuffing's hanging out, Sven.
Sven's packing? Is that what we're hearing from the crowd?
What was that
Your package is falling out.
is that a pin on Spike?
Oh boy.
It's fake. Hang on, look at this stretch.
Looks like Spike's been eliminated.
Walking away.
And we're waiting to see whose music that was.
And Sven and Lars are showing off their packages. And I'm not talking about the ones that come from UPS.
You are not that good.
Yet again, Brian Krieger seems content.
Patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can.
I can't believe the ref is going along with this.
Hey, you know what? You just gotta have
Yeah,
fun
where's the
sometimes.
sweetest peanut in life?
But it figures being a member of Damage Inc. and all, not doing much of anything.
Patty cake.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, he's supposed to be retired.
Come on, Krieger.
Wasn't he just in a match earlier?
Semi-retired.
Oh, Lars Sven take it Krieger, but
I guess you're right about Sven and Lars being half the wrestlers that Brian Krieger is.
I hear some commotion in the back, but I don't see that wrestler whose music we heard coming out.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
don't know where he
Ben
is.
and Lars doing jumping jacks.
Dan Nagy was
I think it's 10-4 count coordinated.
I've heard that it was Dan Nagy who was supposed to come out, but he's apparently nowhere to be found.
Nagy's probably going to hold out for a while.
Well, he's already been in 2 matches today.
Whoa. I was hoping Brian Krieger was going to be completely clothed all night tonight, but apparently I was mistaken.
Uh-oh. But forgot to mention, this is...
Manzier. That's all I can say. Manzier.
Okay, put it back on.
Anybody? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that. Yeah, I'm being a liar. I heard it.
So, how about we get back to
Hey,
wrestling?
Sven, Lars, it's a wrestling match. Should get in there and try and do some wrestling.
Wait, someone else might be coming.
Someone might be.
This is ridiculous. It's the main event. Who wouldn't show up for the main event?
Well, I'm not sure who wouldn't show up. I know who has shown.
Here comes the world champion himself,
Drawing number 6.
bringing out the other world championship belt, as ridiculous as that is.
Well, maybe we'll just give them both belts, whoever wins this.
Yeah, that's your prize. Whoever wins gets both.
So then Sven and Lars could actually have a belt each.
That would be great. I'm rooting for them now.
Okay.
And 4 wrestlers in the ring, but no one wrestling.
And where did Insomnia go? Oh, Brian Krieger being,
He's,
beaten on.
what's this? JC Smalls is going back in the corner with him.
They got a
So I was trying to figure out where Insomnia is. Apparently the rumor is he had to pee. Again.
Is that a cover? He's got a cover, ref. You got to count. Oh, I can't believe this. That was a 10 count.
I think Brian Krieger knew what he was doing on that one. As scary as that sounds.
We still don't know where Insomnia ran off to. But Sven and Lars seem to be making short work of Brian Krieger. Whoa. There's Insomnia. Climbing the ladder.
forward, JP.
Who's he aiming for?
Oh, he takes out everybody.
That is why Insomnia is the world champion, ladies and gentlemen.
I thought Insomnia was world champion because he won a match where he got the title. But I digress.
Lars looks like he's trying to bargain with Insomnia. Insomnia goes after his partner.
No, but, okay. Whoa. I think he smashed the wrong person's head.
So what do you think of this battle royal so far, Jack?
I think it sucks.
Yeah, I agree.
Swallow. Was just Jeremy the number 5 guy? Is that why he's out here?
Well, you asked if he was going to wrestle. Apparently he's here. The ref hasn't kicked him out.
He's going to turn into a human
But
pretzel.
the ref is...
And here comes the next guy.
Whoa! Double clothesline.
They're pinning each other, right?
And we've got someone else coming to the ring. I hear music.
2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
And apparently Sven and Lars pinned each other.
Something?
Something ludicrous like that.
I don't know why we counted 3 times twice. Oh wait,
But here comes Brian Denny.
Brian Denny bringing out more gold to the ring. I think,
You know, Denny, if you win this, you could have 2 more belts.
I know, right?
Would you be able to fit all 3 around your waist?
one around his neck, one around his waist, and one around his feet. I don't know.
Well, it certainly would
No.
be a
It's
unique
not
opportunity
that.
for
It's
him.
small.
And so far it looks like we have Insomnia.
Sven and Lars are going to hit on the ladies. So ladies, watch out.
Meantime,
I don't know
back
what's
in the ring.
worse, Sven and Lars or Brian Fellows. Brian Fellows. What?
This has got to be the easiest title defense I've ever fought before.
Perhaps you should get out there and start defending it.
I don't need to prove myself anymore tonight.
Well,
Look at these jackasses.
I'm sorry to say, if you don't do anything, You might have to lose.
I don't lose.
Ref could always count to 10 while you're outside the ring.
But the question isn't, Tommy, do you win?
Yeah! Hey, man! We're making a mockery of your title. How you like it now?
Spectator insomnia.
Mockery of the title indeed.
Well, someone needs to tell everyone in there that wrestling is
Someone's coming out. Maybe this will actually get the match started.
Yeah. Entertaining and physical. And, John
Salazar, man, what a disappointment. But that was pretty good. Now we got some action going on. Wow.
Oh, a drop kick by Just Jeremy. Apparently there's some bad blood between the two of them here.
They're so fired up the garbage can isn't even phased them.
Oh, Just Jeremy just taking control.
These two men just going at it like nothing else while Insomnia and Brian Krieger just sit down and watch. Brian Denny outside the ring.
No, there's no Russian leg sweep. Well, now there's a Russian leg sweep.
Brian Denny making himself
Is this a match or is this a, what would you really call this?
I think it's a joke.
Wait, I didn't think it was funny.
Hey, if it was a joke, I'd say a rabbi, a priest, and a whore walked into a right thing.
Whoa, whoa.
You just did.
Finally, turning around.
Yeah.
Right thing. Yeah. Hit him.
Let's keep it like NC-17, okay?
Well, somehow John Salazar is busted open. I don't know how that's possible, seeing as there hasn't been much wrestling going on.
You know, I figured John's got a weak head.
The sleepy
Thick
swing.
skull, but weak head.
And after that beating he took by Spike earlier,
Well, Simon finally trying to make an effort of making this a
Denny,
match.
wow. I heard the horn, but I don't hear any music.
This is
Supposedly
becoming a
there's
regular
gonna be another
occurrence.
wrestler coming out.
Check him.
The ref is nowhere to be seen as JP and Jeremy
There's Anjip.
Anjip.
John is a little startled. I think he's trying to,
They're gonna play patty cake too. This is ridiculous.
if, nope, they're, high-tenning.
But speaking of real wrestlers and real wrestling, Denny's bringing Insomnia back. Oh, garbage can.
The miss.
Was that mist all over Salazar's face by Brian Krieger?
I'm not really paying attention to those two.
It's hard to figure out exactly what is going on in this match.
At least it's starting to pick up now.
Chaos is broken out here at RWA.
Denny is just beating Insomnia with that Italian pole.
That's a Dago stick. I'll give you a
Dago stick.
Dago stick. I can hit once, I can hit twice.
Yes.
Because I got the Dago stick. And Insomnia apparently has got the drums.
Hardcore.
Just Jeremy is manhandling Anjaphonic there. Trying to get that human pretzel locked in.
What do you say? What do you say?
Krieger's working on his opponent over there too.
Violence is just breaking out all over this ring.
The ref seems to be having a difficult time paying attention to everything. What's that? Anjip gave up?
He was pounding his head off the mat.
All right, we've
Right,
got
Anjip just rolls out of the ring.
5 men still in this thing so far, and more on the way.
I'm just bring it out. And you're gonna kill my shit. He's the champ.
I seen 2 old ladies fight better, but hey,
That hurt. Hey.
what? 2 old ladies fighting better? Oh, now that was a good sound.
That hurt.
3 G's. Okay.
Referee seems more concerned about what's projected than the match.
The AV equipment must be maintained. I repeat, the AV equipment must be maintained.
Meanwhile, back in the ring,
Meanwhile,
Go,
back at the
Jeremy!
match, Bo, Duke, and Daisy. Okay,
Go double
so,
K.
Too big.
Pitt, he's too fat. I don't know about big. Too fat to fit on the trash can.
and I hear that horn again. Means we've got another wrestler coming
No,
down.
not big bone, fat. Fat boy.
It's the new gentleman. He faced, who was
Brian
it?
Fellows.
Brian Fellows earlier.
At least he, I wonder if he feels violated at all. Oh!
He certainly violated just Jeremy there.
And he's getting paid back with it by,
Krieger just
holding him up with his Ruthless.
round. 1, 2, 3. Wow, Mutilator eliminated in less than 10 seconds. That's gotta be a record, Jack.
That definitely is a record, at least here, at least tonight. Right here at RWA, 15-man Battle Royal. In, out, and I guess he's going to have to go on with his life.
Denny Insomnia is still going at it. These men have been focused on nothing but each other so far in this matchup.
He's going up. Oh! That just was not pretty at all. That was just scary.
Denny rolls out of the ring.
Come on, Denny!
So who do we got in the other corner? We got just Jeremy and John still. Both men looking pretty beat up.
And
Again,
Brian Krieger in the other corner. You know what? I'm thinking Brian Krieger may be my odds-on favorite to win this match because,
well, I'd give it. He's got a good strategy, but he does actually have to end up pinning the last opponent if he is to win this thing.
But if he lasts that long, it may not be that big of a challenge.
I'll definitely give him that.
5, 8. Come on! I'm sorry.
Granted, it is Tony Cairo coming in number 15. That's the only one we know out of the remaining few. So far, we've seen Engelwolf, who was eliminated. Brian Krieger.
How'd you doing, man?
Who is
we're doing pretty
patronizing the announce table.
We had Spike, who was eliminated.
Sven and Lars also
Eliminating each other.
Dan Nagy no-showed.
Who apparently we had just Jeremy as a substitute.
Apparently.
I guess just Jeremy is a just substitute.
And the monkey is walking into the ring as the ref seems to be wandering backstage, paying no attention to the match.
Match? What match? I don't see no
That's what you
match.
go with these special guest referees. If they're not a professional, they really don't do as good a job.
James, move.
Small.
Oh, we had Brian Denny, who's still in the match. Sean Salazar, who is,
Is he cowering in a corner somewhere? I can't
yeah,
see
he's
him.
cowering right over there, trying to catch his breath. Anjip, who was eliminated.
Come on,
The
monkey.
Mutilator, who went out fast.
Record time.
Time for you to go 8.
And we got Ed the Monkey in there currently, mixing it up.
Got Tony Cairo and then 3 more people, it looks like.
Question is, how long can Insomnia last? Because if Insomnia goes down, we know we will have a new champion here tonight.
I get a feeling he's going to stick it out to the end if he doesn't win this thing outright.
I'm trying to figure out if just Jeremy is just beating on the trash can or just beating on the guy that's on the trash can.
Looks like Mr. Salazar has been eliminated. Is that right, ref?
Oh, apparently he's rolling his showy ass out. Oh, showtime.
Monkey just
Parent
took down
showtime has been canceled.
So we've got
Well, left in the ring we have just Jeremy, Brian Krieger, Brian Denny.
I wouldn't call Brian Krieger in the ring, Jack.
You're right. He has not been eliminated. However, he's still in the match.
Well, it's a good strategy. We'll see how it pans out.
I'm surprised someone like just Jeremy hasn't just taken advantage of Brian Krieger just being outside of the ring.
Don't give him ideas now, Jack.
I have an idea,
Rolls up
man.
Monkey. Monkey kicks out, though.
Insomnia needs to stop getting angry about not getting the pin and worry about everyone else that's in there.
Well, I'd be pretty angry if I couldn't pin the Monkey.
Well, he was doing a good job at spanking the Monkey.
Sets him up. Oh, big
And here
suplex.
goes the
Brian Krieger goes for the opportunistic cover. Brian Krieger eliminates Jeremy. as El Hornito comes into the ring.
El Hornito. Taking off his shirt.
We've got the 4 big competitors in the ring, including El Hornito, Brian Denny, Insomnia, and Ed the Monkey. And we've also got Brian Krieger.
I'm telling you, Brian Krieger is my odds-on favorite to win this.
I don't know. El Hornito's coming out with a bang. He hasn't been in the ring as long as these other guys, so he might have a good shot this time, too.
You know, Brian Krieger hasn't been in the ring much at all, either. He may get lucky and pin 2 guys at once. Who knows?
But look at Brian Denny talking with the fans.
Brian Denny's just enjoying, you know, the fan appreciation he's getting out here tonight. I mean, he did take it to Dan Nagy.
Yes, he did, Jack.
Speaking of Dan Nagy, do you think he's going to make an appearance and try and help out Insomnia tonight?
I think he would have showed up in his turn if he was going to. If he comes in later, the ref is well within his rights to just bar him from ringside. And all 5 of these men starting to get back
Brian
into
Krieger
it.
just tapped Brian Denny on the chest.
Brian Denny humiliating.
No, I think Brian Denny just took a fall.
I can't believe
Brian
it.
Krieger has just eliminated 4 people now. He is the current leader
I
in
can't believe
elimination.
Brian Denny went down like that.
You missed it. You missed the tornado.
There's a wicked tornado DDT by Insomnia.
Somebody trying to get Monkey to tap, it looks like. Hornito's trying to get back on his feet while Brian Krieger looking on from ringside.
I'm telling you, Brian Krieger.
Looking sexy, apparently.
And it looks like we're going to have another person coming down to ringside. Question is, who will it be?
Do you recognize that music, Jack?
No, not really. Oh, wait.
Looks like Ricardo Sanchez III.
Yes.
As Insomnia tries to pay attention to him and his hold on El Hornito.
As it's well known, Ricardo Sanchez, the first and second, were 2 of the greatest wrestlers ever.
I wasn't aware of that, Jack.
Some just have to wonder, why did Ricardo Sanchez III fall short of those that came before him?
Well, his career's still young.
And
Brian Krieger having a cigarette. El Hornito goes for the cover on Insomnia. This could be big, ladies and gentlemen. 2.5 count. Champion kicks out.
2, man. Could have counted fast. Hey, just a quick news flash for you announcers.
Yo.
El Hornito has never successfully pinned Insomnia.
Really?
Apparently, El Hornito has never successfully pinned Insomnia. That's good to know.
That is good to know.
We could have a first here tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Could be first time ever.
Yeah.
Of course, Insomnia has to be in the ring for El Hornito to actually pin him.
And looks like a bizarre 2-on-1 submission move.
A little love triangle there. Fortunately, that wasn't the case.
Trash lid going into Monkey's head again. This time where Hornito does it.
Brian Krieger just enjoying a few drags off the cigarette.
Ricardo Hornito were partners at one time, if you remember, Jack.
Yes, I do.
Apparently they still are. Would explain why they're not going at it right now. Monkey struggles to his feet.
Apparently, El Hornito is trying to encourage Brian Krieger to get involved in this match.
Hey, man, I got one for you. Danny's already been eliminated.
4 fingers? 4.
Meanwhile, Insomnia's trying to put Monkey in some kind of sleeper hold, it looks like.
I went to.
What?
I went too crazy.
Sanchez should put him in the $6. Is that a good thing or bad thing?
$6?
Holy crap.
Someone almost took down the referee. That wouldn't have been so bad.
You know, the ref falls out of the ring, flips over the fence, castrates himself. Some high-flying action by El Hornito.
Oh, can't quite get the 3 count though.
Or something like that.
Hey, one has to wonder, has El Hornito ever pinned the Monkey?
If I had to guess, I'd say yes, but I don't have the official records in front of me, Jack.
And neither do I.
Spanking the monkey.
Spend the Monkey? Wait a minute.
I think he said spank the monkey.
I thought he said spend the Monkey. I don't know.
Spank the monkey head!
Audience calling for Ed's patented submission move, but he's in no shape to do it. And here comes another competitor.
Insomnia looks like he's in trouble here, or rather he's causing trouble.
Whoa, referee getting into it with the wrestlers.
And who's making their way to the ring now?
More industrial music. Could be anybody.
And it looks like it's the Chupacabra. The Chupacabra. Very famous in Mexico. Many people are in favor of the Chupacabra. Goat sucker.
Oh, suck a goat.
Goat sucker. Unfortunately, I have no goats.
Oh,
Hey,
sorry to hear that.
I got no goats.
But you look like one.
But you smell like one.
Damn right. No, they're not.
Once again, Krieger looking on as the 5 men in the ring are going at it.
You know, I gotta wonder, is Krieger gonna go for another cigarette? You're like, I can't breathe, give me a cigarette.
It wasn't us.
5-0.
Hornito's making short work of Chupacabra.
Well, you know, someone's gotta take out the goat sucker. And usually them,
Insomnia getting a breather.
And, everyone's south of the border.
Oh, Brian Krieger looking for another opportunity pin.
Don't think he's gonna get this one.
Yeah, missed the execution of that one a little bit.
I don't know a whole lot of moves.
He is the new guy after all.
All right. And I believe this one's number 15, so that will make it Tony Cairo.
Here comes Tony Cairo to the ring. As we might have a pinfall. No! Ref slow to the punch yet again. As Cairo and Chupacabra are in the seats.
So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We will not be seeing anyone else come to the ring for this.
Well, at least we better not.
Yes!
Everyone who's in the ring is it. We will only see eliminations from here on out. No new blood.
So you got a favorite still, Jack?
I'm thinking I'm going with Brian Krieger in his hands-off approach.
I don't know. I think I'm leaning toward El Hornito myself.
What? Oh, I'm just sitting here.
All those moves out the ladder. And with him such a late comer in this match, I think he's got a pretty good shot. And where's Brian Denny doing?
Denny, what are you doing to my buddy?
It's hard to say what he's doing.
He just laid out what looks like Tony Cairo, I believe? Yeah, Tony Cairo's down.
Down, but not out.
Ref, how are you letting this happen?
The ref cannot get control of anything.
Well, we need a second ref.
What do you think's going to happen? Hey, the monkey's gonna win!
Oh, okay.
Hey, the monkey's gonna win, man!
Can we get an interview,
I
please?
don't know where it came from.
Can we get an interview? Can we get an interview with the sock?
Mr.
Yes, what can you want from the side?
What is your name, sock person?
Mr. Sacco.
I'm famous! I'm Mr. Sacco!
All right, yes, Mr. Sacco. Who's your all-time favorite to win this one?
La Chupacabra!
The Chupacabra. I thought you just said Ed the Monkey.
I'm a liar!
You're a liar. Okay, thank you, Mr. Sacco, and
Speaking
good night.
of Ed the Monkey, Insomnia working on that elbow. Trying to make him tap again.
There's just bodies sprawled out all over the ring.
Uh-oh, Brian Krieger going for the easy pin again.
Ooh, just hitting the ring
His
post
luck's
there.
changing.
We can only take advantage of so many helpless people at a time.
I did.
You got that right, Jack.
I'm gonna ask your dad.
It's just total craziness here in the ring. I can't even keep track of what's going
Ear
on.
fall on La Chupacabra, it looks like.
Oh, Tony Cairo's
Ricardo lays out
back
Hornito.
into the crowd.
Ooh.
Let's go, Hornito!
Wasn't sure if those two partners would go at it yet.
I don't know who they shoot for over there. Whether it be Cairo 914.
So how many men do we have in the ring, BB?
Well, in this matchup, we've got, looks like 2, 4, 6, 8, plus J.C. Smalls, our special guest referee.
Our only referee.
Unfortunately, yes. Ooh, Ricardo working Hornito's leg against that ring post. Gotta wonder if he's gonna be climbing any more ladders after that.
You know, it's going to take him out of contention for the tag titles.
Well, they may kiss and make up afterwards.
This is very true, but with a wounded El Hornito, one's got to wonder how likely they are to get the tag titles.
Weren't you guys partners?
That's a good point.
Hi, Cairo. What do you say, Cairo?
But I suppose it's all fair in this elimination match. After only
Is
one
Cairo
can
busted
win.
open again?
Hopefully
Or is he
not. That's
still
certainly
open?
getting old.
I think
And,
maybe he's still open.
He and Chupacabra going backstage. Don't quite know what they're doing. Meanwhile, back in the ring, Somnia setting up the monkey for, looks like a lights out choke slam.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh,
And reverses. Ooh.
You might want to get this.
Oh.
What are you guys doing?
Where's the referee?
Can't you guys keep this violence in the ring?
Back in the ring, you two.
Chaos is afoot. Someone has sprayed chaos all over the backyard.
Cairo's got a, what is it, a hammer?
That would be a 5-pound sledge, I believe.
What do you think he's going to do with that?
I can only give you 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count.
You think the ref's going to allow this kind of behavior?
I don't think the ref really has much control.
Well, maybe this is just a hardcore match too, Jack.
Every match is a hardcore match. I just got to
What is
wonder.
this, BCW?
Brutal Championship Wrestling. Hey, it was one time. Like I said, 3 guesses, the first 2 don't count, and my guess would have been he's going to use them. Brian Krieger's just pinned 5.
As Ricardo Sanchez walks to the
Bye.
back.
I wish I had $1 for every person Brian Krieger pinned.
That'd only be $5, Jack. Ooh, Hornito's climbing that ladder.
All the way to the top. Wow. Here's the first one tonight to go all the way to the top. Wow, 720.
That was amazing. Pins Chupacabra no time flat.
I believe that was the 720, was it not? 720?
It went so fast I couldn't tell.
451 and a half?
No, just a 1.5.
Just a 1.5? That would be a 360.
Tony Cairo, he's already been eliminated.
360 would be a 1.
What is this, Dan Nagy?
Wait a minute. Right.
Dan Nagy's not even supposed to be here.
1. What the?
That was your
Oh.
first, like,
Nagy against the chiropractor.
That makes no sense.
his knees hit first.
I know.
And I think
He eliminated a wrestler who
He's
wasn't
fine, he
even
does it all the
officially
time.
in the match.
oh, look, Chupacabra just.
Got a
Whoa.
parting shot there.
That's a freaking tongue twister. Sally sells, she sells by the seashore.
Shut up, Jack. So who do we have still in the ring? We've got Monkey, Insomnia, Hornito. Brian Krieger goes for the cheap pin, but it doesn't work.
If I'm not mistaken, Brian Krieger now has 6 pins.
Maybe third time's a charm.
1, 2 count. The guy in the white. I forgot the guy in the white.
He doesn't count.
Don't do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, Ralph.
Tony Cairo back from the stands. Going after Insomnia now.
You know, I'm surprised everyone doesn't just gang up on Insomnia, because that will ensure that one of them will have the title. Ooh. Wow. That is just sheer strength right there.
Insomnia clutching his back.
Get him, Cairo.
Meanwhile, Hornito's finally going after Brian Krieger. It's like Brian Krieger's streak.
Oh! Wow. Brian Krieger might be out.
Cover.
Oh! Brian Krieger's pinning streak ends at 6 as he's eliminated.
What does that say, Jack? My choice, pinned your choice.
I guess that says I was wrong. It doesn't necessarily say you're right, though.
Only time will tell. Somnia working on Cairo, trying to get him in the spank the monkey. Got him out there, spank the monkey. Cairo's a monkey.
Whoa. And
We are down to 3, I believe.
where we've got Insomnia, El Hornito, and Ed the Monkey.
All 3 men trying to get a quick breather before they get back into it. It's now effectively a triple threat match.
We started off effectively as a triple threat, and we're ending it effectively as a triple threat. Who knew?
Somebody trying to make Ed submit.
Whoa.
Whoa, this is weird.
You know, in just a matter of seconds, we could have 2 men tap out. Then again, maybe not. Insomnia.
Oh, wow. What a crazy... he reversed it, but he's down himself, Insomnia.
It's all 3 men are decimated in the ring. Insomnia's trying to get the crowd involved here. But we know
What
how
does he
silent the
think
crowd is.
That's not going to work.
You suck, Insomnia.
Hey, Maggie, did you ever find him?
Nope. Nope. Wow, you're really mad there.
Crowd's starting to clap.
Start getting a little chanting going on from the crowd.
Who are they chanting for?
I don't know yet, because I think they're still silently chanting.
You know it.
Let's see. Now that
Doesn't look like it's going to work, Jack.
Now my hands hurt.
It's because you're gay.
Somebody goes for the cocky pin on Hornito.
So, what's your point?